You see here, guys. Well, this will be the first video in what I would call the SpookyUniversity Alumni series. Now, for this first installment, I thought we could talk about how do you go about multiple personalities, multiple phases in your life where you seem to be different people. I'll give you a couple examples of my own life as it evolved probably. When I was studying, it was almost shameful, in the university at least, to be open and say that you were a Christian. So you stayed away from that. So what were you? You would go, at least in my case, I have to talk about myself, I would go to Sunday at church. You hear my heating system, I'm in the basement. You would go to Sunday at church. I'd be a pious person, if you see what I mean. But if I was with my friends, yes, I was a nice guy. I think a relatively moral person, but I would try to stay away from talking about God. I had, in a way, two personalities. If I'm at work, for example, I never talk, or very rarely talk, about my YouTube experience, because I know that this is the type of thing that just doesn't go with the people over there. What can I say? You know, this is the type of thing. It might be the same thing. Is there a hidden side of your personality? I mean, we all have hidden sides. People don't know all about us. Is that good? Is that bad? I think actually, up to a certain point, it can be probably be healthy, because it gives you the chance, at least it gives me the chance, when I think about it, to develop certain sides of my personality on my own. There are certain things that you don't want to share with everybody. I don't feel that I have to be an open book to everybody. Now, having said that, there's a difference between being an open book and being, I would say, a coward. What I mean by that is, if I take my university example, is that in a way I was a coward, not saying what I really believed in. I would usually shirk away from that or not say what it was. I mean, I try not to be like that now. I try to be open and say what I think as far as my religion is concerned. Now, the question of, for example, I was saying about at work and YouTube, I think that that's not a question really of cowardice, because I do tell people that I like to make videos and so on. But I think there's a question of appreciating personality, people's taste. And there's a slight difference there. I mean, what for us, in our group, we find funny, we act crazy and so on, could actually, in different work environments, be seen as non-professional, a guy who is not serious, probably not at the level that we would want of our people. There's a slight difference there. Maybe you disagree. Now, you see where I'm getting at. Now, this is the type of question I would like you to answer in either in the comments or in a vid. How do you see these different compartments that we put ourselves in? For example, once again, if I talk about myself, with a lot of my friends, I study different. No, sorry, I'll start that over again. I like to study different religions. Back to the church scene. Okay, some of you know I maybe at one point thought of being a pastor or what, but I like to look at different religions and take the pros and cons. Now, I myself am a believing and practicing Christian. Yes, I believe that's where the truth is, but that doesn't mean that I don't see truths or good things in other religions. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to put you guys down if you're not in my religion. But, you know, the question is that the different compartment that I have, I mean, with different people, is that, I mean, I think that this is something I like. It's a hobby. But if I'm chatting with people, I don't bring it on. You know, it's a question of like, it's something that's a bit of my hobby, but it's not something that I would like to, you know, brag about. I guess you probably see where I'm getting at. So sometimes these compartments in your life are nice to keep for yourself, and if you have a chance, you can bring it out, but not like, you know, brag, oh, look at all that I know or what. Because there's a lot of things that I don't know, and actually one of the worst things you'll find about bragging, but that's probably another theme, is very often you see what you're bragging about, you actually don't know that much about. Okay, guys, could this be a first theme for you to react in the Spooky University Alumni? Think about it, make a vid, make some comments. VC, signing off, and take care.